baby, never feeling stress.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Allen now on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw again. Allen. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Allen, dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
so much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go with Johnson. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Lucky 56.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Allen from the gun on third down. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen, 14 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bills have recovered.
You know I love football. You know I love the game.
I hope so.
But nighttime in December, you know I'm wearing multiple coats. So I just wonder about the guys on the field with all the great gear that they have. Do they have enough on, or do they have too much on? Because sometimes that can affect you trying to carry the ball.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Complete to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Allen looks to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So now they assess a third and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
Detroit!
From the gun, Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
20! 20!
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Like 20! Like 20!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold them.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw, it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Allen now to throw on second down. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Lucky 56.
Allen looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Hot.
Allen now looks to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will extend their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. So out come the Falcons now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken about the 12. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On play action, they'll throw. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And the Bills have recovered. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A give to Henry. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And just shutting him off there. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Set! Blue landed!
On 2nd down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This will be taken about the 12. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Henry. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made that time by Cornell Armstrong.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Detroit!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Back to throw here. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The busy night continues for Johnson. Fights off the defender. Fights free yet again. There goes Duke Johnson. The 40, the 20, 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah.